Alright, nerds. Welcome to a new game. We're going to be playing a game called Crying Suns. It was free on the Epic Game Store during Christmas. And so I bought it because it was free. As they say, anything free is worth saving up for. I started to launch it just to see if I had to dump the graphics. And it started doing a cinematic trailer. So I exited out as quick as I could to see if I didn't want you guys to miss out on anything. So let's just see what happens. I don't know. I got tired of TF2. I want to play that with some friends, so I don't want to play it by myself. And I've been doing a bunch of recordings just to get ready for a vacation that I'm on, and I didn't want to do another episode of Strand Deep after getting just my heart was just, it may not have looked like it, but I was just drained from all of that, from getting attacked by everything. Hey, if you guys haven't yet gone to Instagram and follow the.bronze.beard, please do so. We'd love to see you guys there so I can just love on you. Alright, let's try and see what we can do with this Crying Suns business. Hey, we got it. Let's see what happens. I like the pixel art. Really good. What is this, like Matrix going on here? This looks real Matrix. Excuse you. Is that floating? I really have no idea what Crying Sun is all about. Still going down. Ooh. I'm impressed my computer can handle it so far. We might have to dump the graphics later, because I've got a really crappy computer. Oh my. Is that a friendly thing? Because it doesn't look like a friendly thing. I got like an old man bod going on right here. I'm assuming that's me. Oh, nothing like puking first thing in the morning. At least Idaho. Where am I?
A dwarf planet on the outer rim. Most call it Gehenna, if they call it anything at all. This, Admiral, is a top-secret cloning facility for the Imperial forces, the one and only of its kind. I am Caliban, its Omni Guardian.
I don't understand.
You have died, Admiral, or, to put it another way, the true version of you has died. You are his clone, identical to the original Elise Idaho in every possible way, with some minor differences.
I like the name Elise Idaho. I like that. When did Admiral Idaho die? How?
Unfortunately, I do not know the details of my clones' lives, as interesting as they may be. Extraneous to my directives, I believe. Which leads me to why I have awoken you. You must be curious. After all, I need your help.
A machine asking for my help? Now I truly feel strange.
Not just a machine, Admiral. I am an Omni. short for Omni-Mechanical Neo-Intelligence. Emperor Oberon invented us. Now your kind relies on us for just about everything. I don't know if I trust that. I'll come right out with it. I believe the Empire is in danger.
In danger? What is the name of Oberon? What in the name of Oberon are you talking about?
Once every 4 years, under the most secretive of protocols, I receive a single transmission from Elysium, our capital. Those transmissions stopped arriving.
So you send a transmission yourself? I don't see the problem.
That's just it. I can't. This facility was built in such a way to prevent it from initializing contact with the Empire, to help keep it secret. Something is wrong. I am certain of it, and I've awoken you so that we can fly out of here in an Omega-class battleship, no less, and see for ourselves. I believe you'll find my intelligence indispensable for our mission, Admiral. I don't have your kind's limitations.
Or our rugged good looks, cause you scary as crap. If you're so smart, what do you need me for? Why don't you command the battleship?
Because of Oberon's Rubicon. It prohibits Omnis from commanding battleships. War is a human prerogative.
I got all sorts of no-nos from this. I've seen a lot of sci-fi. I also don't like this undulating tube going on over here. Or that one.
Also, since I can assume the clothes here are the best of the best, that would make you the best Imperial Admiral to ever exist. I'd say you're perfect for the job.
I'll do it, machine. For Oberon and the Empire. It's my duty as Imperial Admiral.
Excellent. Now, just one more thing. Standard operating procedure requires I ask. Can you recall any of your emotional memories?
Emotional memories?
Any memory linked to a strong emotion, like love or hate. These memories, because of their complex neural pathways, will be a bit trickier for you to access, I'm afraid.
I'm not sure.
Then, if you would do me the honor of trying to recall one, any emotional memory will do.
I can't. So much is blurred, broken apart.
Don't worry, Admiral. Perfectly normal for this stage.
That's another one of me homies.
You'll find rational memories, on the other hand, those linked to Idaho's training and combat experience, almost immediately accessible. Just ask if you need a refresher. Lastly, it is important if these emotional memories returned. Rather, when they return, you must tell me immediately. It's important for your safety.
I don't think it's important for our safety. I think they're gonna kill us when we remember.
Ooh. Yes, your safety. Do you understand?
Unless they're gonna play us, and it's actually gonna be like this two-way, like, I don't know. I understand. I don't trust you. Crazy tentacle thing.
Perfect. Now let's wake up the rest of the crew, shall we? We don't have a moment to waste. In, please, Admiral.
What is it now, machine? I'm naked and I just vomited. I need to recover. I'm cold.
Call me Caliban.
Cool. Omni Caliban. Ooh. I don't think I'm gonna be good at this game. What am I even looking at? Omega. My face might be in the way of stuff. We're gonna figure out if my face needs to move or not. Moved. We've got the Excelsior class. Select battleship class. Selected. Squadrons. Additional selections. I don't even know what I'm looking at. I'm sure they'll teach me, but I have no idea. Cool. Choose my officers. Wow. I don't know, guys. Weapon reload time. Squadrons. DPS. Reach the second sector to change the officer clone badge. Sold at the normal price in shops. Oh, this scientist is famous. Why would I want to sell people? Oh, wow, look at all this. Wow, skills. Piloting. Demolition. Apply regain to an allied squadrons in your deployment zone for 10 seconds. Restore 2 health per second. Remove all time negative effects when applied. Bobo Levi. First of all, Boba Fett, Bobo Levi. I might need to choose him, but... And what are these? Persuasion. I'm always in sharp senses. Alright. Bobo Levi and Mariah Nar. Like your hair, bro. Like your hair. Blue hair? I got the spine, the shoulder. Well, let's look at something else. What are these? Hack. Engineering. Hack. Erudition? I want this one. Everything. Let's do normal. Normal enemies. Increase resource rewards and easier enemies. I mean, I don't know what is going on. I assume I will die. That's my assumption. Whoa. Caliban is red.
These are the sectors of the Outer Rim, Admiral. The farthest sectors from the capital that there are. If there was ever a wasteland in the Empire, this would be it. Strange. I am not picking up other omnis.
I mean, my coat is sick.
Even out here, I should be picking up dozens of them.
Let's try not to overreact, machine. It's probably nothing. The Empire has run flawlessly for how many years now?
700.
And it will do so for 100 more. Now, come on, let's take a look around.
Oh my. Guys, I have close map. There's my homies, Bobo, and I forgot her name already. Blue hair. Ground signal. Trading beacon. Omniforge. Anomaly. Anomaly signals are the riskiest events you'll encounter, offering very positive or very negative outcomes. You won't know which type of event it is until you arrive at the source. Point of interest. So I've got to go here. Hull, 110, 110. Neon fuel. Each time you travel to a new planet or system, it costs you 1 fuel unit. I'm already nervous. Scrap. Currency used to upgrade your battleship or purchase items in shops during events. Commandos. Commandos train soldiers that can be sent on expeditions or used during events. Oh, there's an anomaly there. Okay, we're at the entrance. So we go here. What? Ah, cube.
What do we have here, Lieutenant?
Lieutenant Hawks.
It appears to be some kind of cube-like refinery, sir. It is Neo and Hypercube. Omnitech for the simultaneous harvesting and refining of neutrinium from nearby stars.
Excuse me.
Interesting, if not downright bizarre, this cube isn't connected to the fold yet. The fold net. Oh, could that be? And why aren't their hypercube omnis trying to reconnect as I speak?
Ask Caliban for explanations. Your memory is still blurry.
Certain things are still blurry to me, machine.
What do you want to know, Admiral?
Ask Caliban about Neo-N.
Tell me about Neo-N.
Hundreds of years ago, pre-Omni times, the first advanced machines discovered the existence of the final element, neutrinium, which exists usually, but not always, in stars. Neutrinium is extremely volatile in its natural state, but these advanced machines stabilized and improved upon it, providing the most powerful and longest-lasting energy source yet, neo-neutronium, or Neo-N. Neo-N, in turn, allowed these first machines to create an even more advanced machine, the Omni, an acronym for Omni-Mechanical Neo-N Intelligence.
But I thought you told me Oberon invented the Omnis.
I did. You're absolutely right. But technically, it's not entirely true. Oberon invented the first advanced machines, which in turn, thanks in part to their creation of Neo-N, invented the Omnis. Neo-N is the refined state. It is perfect energy source, stable and almost boundless in its energy yield. As a result, it's used in just about all Omni tech as humans stopped inventing tech hundreds of years ago. Lastly, what's important about Neo-N is that our very own battleship, the NS Odysseus, used it, and without it, we can't go anywhere.
Oh, now I'm in the way of these guys. I didn't even notice. Yep. Boop. I don't mind moving myself around. Hopefully it's not a pain to you guys. Ask Kaladin about the fold net. Guys, listen. If you don't know yet, I love getting every scrap of information I can out of a game. So I'm the kind of guy that does a bunch of side quests too. If that ain't what you like, I apologize, but I'm going to play the games I like the way I want to play them, and you get to join me for it. But please give me as much feedback as you want. Even if it's, I don't like this, I'll just be like, well, I'm sorry. But I like your feedback.
Tell me more about the FoldNet.
As you probably recall by now, Admiral, the Omnis have invented and managed Imperial tech more or less since the dawn of the Empire.
But you don't even know what the Empire is.
The FoldNet, arguably our greatest achievement, forms the backbone of the Empire. Think of it as a global galactic network, allowing instant data and/or matter transmissions through its numerous interconnected folders and beacons. And without the constant vigilance and management of the full net omnis, none of it would be possible, and humanity would live in a fragmented, chaotic darkness.
Would it though? Would it though? I mean, it is pretty chaotic right now.
Needless to say, it's important. What do you want to know, Admiral?
Oh, I got new things. Ask about folders. Ask about beacons. Folders.
Folders?
Let me see if I can explain this to you in a way that you could possibly understand.
'Cause you're dumb, Idaho. Not Idaho, but...
In the early days of the Empire, at a speed of 100 times that of light speed, the interstice offered the fastest space travel available. It was fast, don't get me wrong, but traveling from cluster to cluster would still take decades. To assist Empire administration, and just because we could, the Omnis invented a means to travel from 2 points of space instantaneously.
The folders. I thought I was repeating the question.
Yes, each folder, several kilometers across, is linked or paired with another folder through the process of... This is going to be really difficult to explain in non-quantum computing to a non-quantum computing entity. You sassy Caliban. Essentially, all you need to know is that these paired folders collapse, or fold space, for a very brief amount of time as to join the 2 points of space previously unjoined. Without the folders, Oberon could never have grown his empire, nor kept it together for the 700 years that he was. Each folder was run by an Omni. These Omnis are cleverly known as folder Omnis. Without them, the folders simply could not work.
So it's like a Caliban type thing that's holding them together. If I miss something too, guys, please let me know in the comments, because I have dyslexia and stuff. So sometimes I'll just miss something. So just help me out. We're going to go through this adventure together.
Lastly, in order to reach Elysium, the Empire's capital, on our journey, we will have to use several folders.
But why can't we just teleport to Elysium directly?
We are deep in the Outer Rim.
Look how he just nods his little tiny head. Like, you're so dumb, Idaho. Come on.
The few folders paired with Elysium will be found only in very important hubs. We'll need to reach those first.
Beacons. If we don't know things, then we need to know things.
What can you tell me about fold net beacons?
The beacons, which we'll most likely encounter in our journey, function as repeaters, amplifying all FoldNet data transmissions throughout the clusters. Beacons allow all Empire citizens, even if they live out here in the Outer Rim and are, for all intents and purposes, socially and culturally irrelevant, to receive and send information in the galaxy instantly. Oberon believes that everyone has the right to instantaneous information and materials in his sectors. Quite debatable, if you ask me.
Learn more about the interstice.
The interstice?
The interstice is another Omni-invented tech, one of the first great inventions, and one developed long before the folders. With their interstitial tech, the Omnis created an empty space dimension between the ones you know, what we call a tunnel. where the universal light speed behaves, let's say, differently. In an interstitial tunnel, it's possible to reach up to 100 times the speed of light, a speed that allowed your kind to colonize their nearest stars. However, interstitial travel still has its limitations. For example, at this speed, it would take you 750 years to travel from one end of the Empire to the other, a period of the a period of time greater than the age of the Empire itself, hence the need for folders. However, the interstice is sufficient when traveling intra-cluster and within that cluster's sectors.
I think that's all I need.
That's enough for now, machine.
What do you want to do about this hypercube, Admiral?
Send a small team to investigate the cube.
Captain Lynch, form a small squadron. Fly around the cube and tell me what you see. Honest, sir.
Let's see. What kind of name should... We'll figure out what kind of voice I want for that.
Sir, the Omni was right. The cube isn't connected to the fold net, and, by the looks of it, hasn't been connected in years. Just a guess here, but I'd say it looks like it's been disconnected for maybe 10, 15 years. 10 or 15 years. At least, sir, could the Empire have, I don't know, disconnected it on purpose?
I do not think so, Admiral. It's not a cube omni. I'm not a cube omni myself, but cubes are complex tech needing constant supervision. Disconnecting it would make that all but impossible.
And the Neo-N levels? Empty, sir. There's no Neo-N here whatsoever. Looks like whoever came before us took all of it. We won't be fueling here.
The reserves might be empty, but there could still be some residual Neo-N coursing through the cube. I should be able to unlock the final restraint so that we can scavenge the leftovers. It won't be much, but it will help our efforts. There. We should be able to scavenge Neo-N fuel here now, but that'll be the last of it in this cube.
My brain is... I don't know if I'm ready for all this information. All suns have a Neo-N cube where you have a chance to scavenge some precious leftover fuel. What if we don't, though? Squadrons. Let's see. Soldier can fly. Cooldown. Weapons. Squadrons. Alright. We're just gonna load people in positions. I don't have that. I think you just prepare. I think that's what that is. Improve squadron's repair time while in hangar. Cool. So that's a mission. Okay. Local system map. So we can't do that. I'm assuming that we could do the anomaly. Oh, the anomaly's there. So we go here. Ooh, green.
Sir, battleship, 12 o'clock. What kind of battleship, Lieutenant? Couldn't say, sir. I've never seen a ship like this in all my service.
Incoming transmission.
Imperial battleship made from Telos tech. My mouth is watering.
Grub. Grubhub? It's a Grubhub!
This is Admiral Idaho of the Imperial Fleet. Stand down, Captain. This is an Imperial sector you find yourself in. Imperial sector? That's funny, imp.
There's some things we don't know. The battle is imminent. Good luck, Admiral. Whoa! This is... I'm thinking about making this an hour episode. So we're going to do it for the first episode. It's just going to be about an hour or less. Like I'll do an hour recording and then we'll see what happens. But if you guys don't like the hour episodes and you guys want semi-chunks of this, then let me know. Because right now we're doing Star Wars Rebel Commando in segments. And we'll do this in hour segments. But if you guys want this broken up, I'm okay with that too. So just let me know in the comments. You can deploy your officers during fights. Some officers have special abilities that can boost specific systems. All officers can also repair critical effects sustained by any system. There are 3 systems: squadron, weapon, and hull. So be careful where you deploy your officers. Use your weapons to gain decisive advantage on the battlefield. Weapons can be deployed by clicking on the empty dock. Use Neurocom. You can also accelerate your thoughts to a point where time appears totally still. Wow. What do we want? We could just do that just because it's easy. Massive damage bonus versus drones. Frigates. What's a frigate? Patched. I don't know what that even means. Oh, drones. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Oh my goodness, I don't know what to do here. Let's do... Let's get their weapons. Hull. Is there a hotkey for this? That'd be great. Good job, Emerald. Here's a summary of the battle. Oh. What was that thing? I don't know, but we absolutely destroyed it. I love this window.
I don't know, Lieutenant, and I'm not sure I want to either.
I have a feeling that the Empire's completely fallen. Wow, you can just watch it just explode. Is there anything that we can do with that, though? Containers. Wait, can I... There's nothing else, no other buttons here. Auxiliary systems. Oh, I have a lot of scrap. Oh, it just blows up. It's way off my map. Alright, cool. Let's just go to the second one.
An Imperial outpost, sir. It seems abandoned. Any heat signatures?
Not a single one. Seems empty of all human life.
What about an omnipresence? They should be here managing the station, no?
They should. And no, I'm not detecting any. This is getting stranger and stranger.
Ask Caliban about the Imperial outpost.
What can you tell me about this outpost?
It seems to be just your run-of-the-mill Imperial outpost, Admiral. There are outposts in all Imperial sectors. With the capital Elysium so far away, they help keep the peace and maintain order. You must show your military might so that you don't have to use it, I believe is the thinking. But there's definitely no military might here. What do you want to know about the outpost, Admiral?
I'm trying to make contact.
Lieutenant, see if you can make contact with someone, human or not, inside.
Of course, Admiral. Sorry, sir. If there's anyone inside, they're not answering.
What do you want to do about the outpost, Admiral?
Send a team of commandos. We did try to talk to them.
Captain Lean, form a small team and check it out. You got it, sir.
Oh, I got 2 different captains. I like Captain Lean's beard, though.
Sir, the outpost is empty. Seems it was abandoned years ago. If I had to guess, probably around the time the hypercube back there was disconnected from the fold net. Looks like someone came here, took the most valuable Omni parts, Neo-N encapsulators, positronic chips, and left the rest behind.
Scavenging Omni parts? Who would do such a thing? That's a capital offense. One the Prague man execute you for. The Prague Ma.
Hold on, sir. I'm getting my transmission. My commandos have found something. An Omni, intact from top to bottom.
Wow, doing that voice is difficult.
Is it functional? That's a negative, sir. It was in a lower level. Guess whoever was here before us didn't go down that far. Might have needed high clearance to get in.
Admiral, I can examine it from here if the captain plugs the data pad into the exosoc. Exosoc?
Got like a really cool... Is there a pair of them? And do you lose one in the dryer? I am hilarious.
Sure thing, Omni.
Okay, accessing the Omni's mainframe.
And?
Strange. Its exoframe is perfectly intact. It has plenty of Neo-N, and its positronic chip seems to be in place. It should be up and running. I do not get it.
Any idea when it shut down?
According to its chip, 20 years ago.
Roughly the time that hypercube was unlinked from the foldnet.
What do you want to do about this outpost, Admiral?
Ask for explanations. My memory is still blurry.
I have some questions, Machine.
What do you want to know?
Let's not do that one yet. Ask about
The positronic chip. Another Omni invention, I'm guessing?
Actually, no. Your kind invented this, as incredible as that is. Specifically, Emperor Oberon. The positronic chip serves several purposes. One, it contains the Rubicon, and 2, it dictates Omni functionality. My functions are specific to Gehenna, and as such are different from the functions of other Omnis. Whether they be Imperial Outpost Omnis, like the Omni here, Folder Omnis, Cube Omnis, Medical Omnis, Teacher Omnis, and the hundreds of other kinds of Omnis that exist in the Empire. Lastly, the positronic chip gives Omni quantum computing capabilities. It's what allows us to be so much smarter than you. Positronic chips are...
This guy's got some like R2-D2 vibes going on here, except for maybe more so... what is that guy? The red dot from the moon. Well, okay. Never mind. Those are 2 different things I'm trying to... Sci-fi. I like how these guys just stick around. He looks like a zombie, though.
Positronic chips are produced and distributed near Elysium. Of course, that's by design, so that Oberon can closely monitor the positronic quota. Simply put, without a positronic chip, an Omni is little more than an exoframe. What do you want to know?
Quota?
Yes, so as to maintain perpetual harmony in the Empire, Oberon created a quota, depending on your house. And whether it's a minor or major, you receive a certain number of chips every 10 years.
Who received the most chips?
House Telos, of course. Oberon's house. Our house.
And the fewest?
One of the minor houses. Viscerelli. They have a pitiful quota. Embarrassing, really. I'd hate to be a Viscerelli Omni. What do you want to know?
Tell me more about the Rubicon.
The Rubicon is a set of rules enforced at a very low level, ensuring that Omnis don't harm humans and don't deviate from their missions.
Suppose an Omni disobeyed its Rubicon. What would happen then?
Well, that is quite rare, and is happening right now, but unfortunately there are examples of this occurring in the early days. But if that happens, then the chip would deactivate and trigger a self-termination feature in the Omni.
Omni suicide.
It's just a feature, Admiral. A rarely activated feature. But it's active right now, but you don't want to know about it.
Tell me about Neonen.
Hundreds of years ago, pre-Omni times, the first advanced machines discovered existence of final element and trinium, and I think I already read about this.
Yeah, I already read about this. I forgot.
Can you reactivate the Omni, Caliban?
Unfortunately, no. Only Omni owners can do that. Besides, this Omni isn't just in sleep mode. It's been shut down.
I know enough for now, machine.
It could be a good time to take a break, I agree. What do you want to know about the outpost, Admiral?
I still have some questions.
No, I don't need this.
Okay, machine, I admit it. Something is wrong, at least in the Outer Rim.
I don't want to further worry you, but our battleship's heuristics are detecting an anomaly at our next destination.
Oh, good.
Oh, hotkey 1. Look at that. Hotkey 6. Ooh. To withdraw. Wow. Let's load these guys up. Risky. Ah. Anomaly signal. It's one of those creatures again, sir. Maybe this one will be friendly?
Nice ship you've got there. I'm gonna enjoy scrapping it over your dead bodies.
Good old Briz.
You're going down, whatever you are.
Let's go to war.
Each basic squadron is best suited for a particular squadron, proving with a massive damage bonus if properly matched. Oh, I didn't even notice. Be sure to find the unit's strengths and weaknesses before deploying it. So he's got squadrons. Okay, so then, yeah, fighters. that. Tactical pause. Yeah, so we got frigates. I was right. I guessed right. Get him. Well, that's pretty neat. A little pews. Hey, we got Fighter Mach 1.
Though we had yet another brush up with death, at least our scanner detected the anomaly this time.
Tell me more about these anomalies, machine.
Anomalies are destinations with a higher than normal probability of being very negative or very positive. Unfortunately, we do not know what kind of outcome to expect until we arrive at the source signal. We could say investigating anomaly signal is a bit of a gamble.
Good to know. Come on. There's got to be someone around here who can tell us what's going on.
What about that? Can we go to that? Encountered anomaly, main mission. Okay, everything looks good. Planet, battleship wreckage. Oh, hold on a second here. I want to look at these. Oh, they're both Mach 1, so you just get 2 of them is what they're saying. Let's put some drones in, because I have a feeling that'll be next.
There would appear to be a small colony on this planet, Admiral. Maybe we can finally get some answers.
I am also detecting a ground signal, roughly 1,000 kilometers from the colony. Could it be worth investigating with an expedition? Could be worth.
Bowie.
Hello! Is anyone there? This is Admiral Elise Idaho of the Imperial Fleet. I am Tiggy Bowie, a leader of a small colony. What can we do for you, Admiral? If it's scrap you're looking for, I'm sorry, but we have none to spare. Scrap? We're here to find out what's going on with these sectors. I don't understand. We've yet to encounter a single active Omni, and 2 enemy battleships have engaged us. Is this some sort of sick joke, Admiral? The Omni's shut down.
Impossible.
The Omnis shut down in our sectors, and when they did, so did all their tech. It can't run without them. How? When? I have no idea how it happened. I'm not sure even Oberon does. It's truly the great mystery of our time. It's as for the when, 20 years ago. We relied on them for everything. Food, medicine, weather. It's hard to give accurate numbers, but maybe 75% of the population here died in the first 5 years alone. Now who knows how many of us are left? 10%? Less?
Ask how you can help planet.
You mentioned something called scrap. Can you tell me more about this? Well, now that the Omnis have been inactive for so long, Imperial Soul, the former currency, no longer holds value of any sort. The only thing that does is scrap. Remnants of Omni tech. Its metals, ship materials, and Neo-N are energy source. As Omni's tech becomes scarcer and scarcer, which it has over the last 20 years, its value has appreciated, causing people to act in increasingly desperate and violent ways to get it. That's why scrappers want to destroy your ship so much. It's so they can collect its broken down parts and sell them, just so they can prolong their miserable lives.
But it's not just the scrappers and the pirates who desire the stuff. It's just that most of us common folk aren't willing to kill for it, at least. Not yet. Bowie? Is there anything else you'd like to know?
What can the NS Odysseus do to help?
Defeating the scrappers would be a nice start. Things would look a whole lot better with those scum out of the way.
The scrappers?
Don't tell me you don't know about them either. It's like you've been living an entire time on an uninhabited planet on the edge of the Outer Rim. The scrappers are a group of hideous, irradiated scavengers who collect leftover Omnitech and Neo-N. When the Omni shut down, causing the fold net to collapse in our sectors, they were the ones who took over in the chaos. They're not the only rotten apple around here with your pirates and the occasional crazy civilian, but they're definitely the worst.
They defeated the Imperial ships? How? Telos Tech is second to none. Imperial captains are trained at the academy.
True, but the scrapper battleships wore them down. Picked off one here, another there, and it was a war of attrition. Plus, the Empire couldn't send reinforcements, not with all folded down, you see? I hate to say it, but I think it's just a matter of time before they make slaves of us all. But even if you beat them, even if you beat Mother, it won't change anything. Mother. The way we're going 10, 15 years from now, with all the hardships we're experiencing, we'll be gone, all of us, unless
What?
you somehow reactivate the Omnis, turn them back on again, and the ones that haven't been scavenged for their parts, that is, that's the only way to save us. Is there something else you want to know about, Admiral? Ask how he thinks you can turn the Omnis back on.
But how can we do that?
What about asking about Mother? Who is Mother? I love my mother. You're asking the wrong guy, I'm afraid. As I said, no one knows who or what shut them down. You'll have to solve that mystery on your own. And once you do, you'll still have to find a way to turn them back on, which might be another thing altogether.
But where should we start?
I hate to say it, but Mother is probably the best bet. I mean, she benefited the most from the shutting down of the cluster, didn't she? Then again, there are a lot of other theories out there about who and what is responsible for this. Is there anything else you want to know? Ask about Mother.
Mother?
You really don't want to know, Admiral. For some reason, that's what they call her. Their leader, Mother, Mom, Mommy. It's all very upsetting. From what I gather, she is one who started the scrappers, fostering a punk, nihilistic scavenging philosophy among their sordid ranks.
Who makes up her ranks?
Former Imperial prisoners, I think. The worst of the worst. When the Omni shut down, the prisoners escaped from their Omni-run prisons and psychiatric stations. Mother loves her tech, especially House Telos tech, like the battleship you have. And she and the Boyles who work for her will kill you for it and enjoy doing it too. She has been terrorizing these sectors for years now, enslaving men and women and bolster her numbers, make them into her playthings and baby makers, she calls them. Oh gee, Wizards of Oz. Do I want to know this? Playthings and baby makers? You don't want to know who they are. But since you asked, the playthings and... Oh boy. Wasn't ready for that. We basically got to destroy these folks. Did she do this? Is Mother the reason the Omni shut down in these sectors? Like I said before, Admiral, I couldn't say. But if she didn't do it, I'd wager some serious scrap she knows who did. But I don't recommend asking her, Admiral. I don't recommend getting anywhere near her, for that matter. Frankly, Mother terrifies me. If there's something else, ask about scrappers. Like, tell me more about the scrappers who work for Mother and control these sectors. Each sector is controlled by one of Mother's cronies. You'll recognize them by their freakish mutations, brought on by the exposure of too much Neo-N. But I sincerely hope you don't see them, because if you do, well, usually you don't live to tell about it. It's not the bravest thing to do, but I'd say it again. Hide, make yourself inconspicuous, Admiral, and if you're lucky, you'll live another 10 or 15 years. If there's something else you want to know, no. I don't need to know anything more about this. So the slavers. I've heard a few, Admiral. Even in times of starvation, people like to gossip. Probably the most popular around here is the omnivirus theory, which is somehow the Omni got some kind of machine virus that quickly spread and ultimately shut them down. But that theory doesn't hold water for me.
Why not?
It doesn't explain how or why they all shut down at the same time, which, you know, they seemingly did around here. One moment they were working, doing what they were always done, making our lives easier, and then the next, they weren't. I don't know if any virus can do that, do you?
What other theories have you heard?
Well, after that, you've got the less credible theories.
Such as?
Well, you've got the Omni mass suicide theory that states that Omnis, upset by their role in the Empire, somehow found a way to shut themselves down, to kill themselves because they no longer wanted to live. Then they got the Omni rapture theory, which is that Omnis left the realm to go to the heavenly realm. This theory is popular among certain fringe religious groups. Whack jobs, if you ask me. And last but not least, you've got your alien shutdown theory, which is the hostile aliens from another galaxy, or is it another dimension, shut down all the Omnis from what could so they could easily conquer us. The big problem is that theory is that, as far as I know, the hostile aliens never showed up.
And what do you think?
Me? I think we never should have become so dependent on the things in the first place. That's what I think. Is there something else you want to know?
I promise in the name of Oberon, we'll take care of these scrappers and get your Omnis up and running again.
You say that, Admiral, but you'll fail, or you'll stop trying sooner or later, or worse yet, you'll die. But take this Neo-N, Admiral. We have plenty of it at the moment. I have a feeling you'll need it. And like I said, I know it's not the bravest thing to do, but the best if you hide. You live longer that way. End of transmission, sir. Do you believe what he said, Admiral?
Unfortunately, yes. It explains everything we've seen so far. The Omni shut down in the Outer Rim, and so did their tech, including the cluster's folder. That's why those scrappers now run things here.
So what do we do now, sir?
First thing we do is to find this Mother. As Bowie said, if she didn't shut the Omnis down, chances are she knows who or what did.
If you want to move on, Admiral, open the star map below by clicking on it and choosing our next system. Otherwise, you might want to stay and check out the ground signal I was telling you about. Could be a good opportunity to gather some resources and put our commandos to use.
Now that you have learned the basics, your second dock has been unlocked. Remember to make good use of it while commanding your squadrons. A numerical advantage is often a turning point in battle. You can access the expedition dashboard here. Wow, we got a lot of things we could do here. So we'll just throw one of these bad boys on. I'm assuming the hotkey is 2. Yep. Upgrades. Weapon system support. Add officer-based assistance. I need another officer. Squadron system support. Add officer. Dock recovery. Decreased time squadron docks are locked after squadron has been destroyed. That's good to know. Increased Caliban's ability to scavenge Neo-N from hypercubes. Increased intel on stellar systems in the sector. Ooh, that's really good. Allows the expeditionary force to retreat more often and in better conditions during expeditions. I like that. I like that. Can't get anything else. So that I think this is gonna be good. For now. Alright, my friends, that is Crying Sun, episode 1. It's obviously got a lot going on here, so let me know again if you want this to be an hour-long episode or if you'd like it split up into chunks. Obviously, this first one's going to be an hour long, and that's just going to be what it is. So, but give me some feedback. I'm in. I'm interested. I'm ready. I'm excited that that game played at full graphics for us, and I like that it's pixelated. I like that kind of cool pixelated art, space battles. Great, let's do it. So give me all the feedback you can, guys. This is gonna be fun. I'm very excited for this. This is the Bronzebeard. I love you guys. Let's see what happens, friends. Let's see what happens.